welcome to the Social Space. This is the show about Wichita Falls, Texas, and the whole wide world. I am one of your hosts, Eric CROSSLIN, or that guy, as Jackie's mom calls me. To my left, the best boss of all time, Jackie Hoegger. How you doing, Jackie?
I'm good.
Are you excited about this show?
It's a good show.
It's going to be a good show.
2 of my favorite women.
What? Mine too.
2 of my favorite women.
Oh, they're here.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure.
To your left, one of my least favorite ladies, Andrew Bell.
A lady in a past life.
With good teeth. The guy with the good teeth.
The guy with the good teeth.
Yeah.
And then to my right, former co-host of the old show, That City Show, one Jennica Lambert.
Yay.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I don't know where to look. I'm gonna look at you.
Just look at us. Just look at us. And
know
you guys
what to do.
better be careful, because the way she became a host on That City Show, she started as a guest.
Oh, she did.
And then she was such a good guest, we just kicked off one of the hosts, Anna on her.
That's not true at
That's
all.
not what happened.
I knew it was coming. I know it's coming.
And Arnold says, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. I've got a reputation.
It's all good.
All right, Jennica, let's get to it. Everybody knows you work at Riverbend Nature
do.
Center. Everybody knows.
I'm always wearing this shirt.
You are. I've never seen you in
I
any.
know. I have other clothes, I swear.
I've never seen it. What is so during the pandemic, COVID, what have you guys been up to?
Well, we were working from home for a while.
Did you just take all the animals home?
No, Kevin made sure everything stayed breathing.
Yeah.
So we have we've made some improvements to the facility. We've had a lot of time on our hands. So we put down a trail down on the wild side path. We've made some new signs because our old ones got eaten by insects.
Right.
Yeah, man. And we're
tracks.
working on all kinds of stuff for the future. It's exciting times.
Yeah. So, but I mean, do you guys are you guys back now though?
Yeah, we're back. We're
Okay.
back in the saddle, Eric. It's happening. You can come to Riverbend. You don't have to call.
I was hanging out there while y'all were closed. I was just hanging out with the
Just
possums and stuff.
in the parking lot,
Yeah, I'm
like
a
a
weirdo.
super
It does
creeper.
sound like you.
That really does.
Are you one of those people that drives by and we don't know what you want? You may be Pokemon going, but we don't know.
Yes, and
right.
I'm not Pokemon going.
Oh, give me the gym badge, because we do that too.
I have no idea what she's saying.
What I love most about is your building is so beautiful.
It really is.
What a gift to
Cool.
the city. How does one go about supporting Riverbend Nature Work Center?
Sure, that's a wonderful question. So Riverbend is a private nonprofit. A lot of people think we are owned by the city, but we are not. We do it on our own with the help of wonderful donors and foundations and businesses and individuals that help keep our doors open, plus admissions and a bunch of other things. If you want to support us, you can do that by visiting. You can become a member of Riverbend, which is awesome. There's like a plethora of perks. You can have your rental there. You can have your wedding or birthday or whatever. You can donate just because, that's an awesome thing to do. Give back. And we'll give you a beautiful tax receipt. And, and you'll be helping connect people to the natural environment of Texas, because that's our mission. And last year we had over 20,000 kids that did that, which is
Wow.
insane. Over 44,000 people visited Riverbend, all 50 states. I mean, pretty much most people that come through Wichita come through our facility, so it's pretty awesome.
You know, Jennica, I have 3 little girls that have been to Riverbend several times, and they love what you do out there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Kind of talk about like what new programs you have out there.
What's
what's
going
for
on?
the future.
What's happening?
Yeah.
So this year, guys, first thing, we're doing Bug Fest again. So if you don't know what that is, it's all about bugs. So OSU brings their insect adventure to Wichita Falls, which is like a bunch of live animal or live insects she's never seen before. Like you can fondle walking sticks and giant millipedes, and most people at home are like,
cool.
nah. But you don't actually have to. There's a preserved collections as well, so you can see insects from all around the world. It's really cool. We rescheduled it for September 4th. So if that's something that pickles your interest, you should check that out. But as far as like our regular things that we have going on, we do Thursday programs when things go back to normal. We do Saturday programs. We do summer camps. We do, educational programming. We do children's birthdays, and everything we do focuses on science, nature, and education. So we want to get people outside, getting their hands dirty, getting educated.
So parents are probably looking for things to do with their kids this summer.
Yes.
So they can go online to your website
Yes, ma'am.
and get all that information.
Yep. You want to check out riverbendnaturecenter.org. We have all of our stuff on there. You can sign up for our summer camps, which are happening this summer. It's exciting. And we've taken steps to make it safe as we can given the circumstances, and it's going to be really a lot of fun. So
I've got one question for
Yes.
you, and this is coming from my middle daughter, Piper. What do roly-polies eat?
Oh, that's a beautiful question. A everything.
Really?
So first off, roly-polies aren't insects, they're crustaceans.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
just open up a
Yeah.
can of worms. I've seen this, Jennica,
They're
before.
actually called land shrimp because
Okay.
if you eat them, they taste like shrimp. It's weird.
Wow.
They have a marsupium, like a little pouch underneath where they carry their eggs. So if you ever lift up a roly-poly and you see a bunch of babies underneath, it's because their babies are under there. They have gills. Anyway, but they eat decomposing leaves and stuff and
Okay.
poop. And, get rid of the big dirt, essentially. So they're really part of the they're an important part of the ecosystem.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Who knew, right?
Yeah.
A
Well,
simple
There you go,
roly-poly.
Piper.
Yeah.
Piper
Yeah.
now knows.
I know, she's my insect girl. She loves them.
That's
she loves
cool,
all
man.
types of insects.
That's
so-
cool.
That's great. And I got a ticket for fondling walking sticks one time.
Did you
so
really?
Jennica, thank you so much for joining us. It's so good to see you. We were just talking earlier. I have not seen you since the final episode of That City Show because that was like the second week in February, and
Yeah,
then
man.
COVID, and then the Rona happened. Psh,
Yeah.
Rona.
I know.
Can we get you? Can I get it? If you're bored, it's your fault from you for one last time.
If you're bored,
It's your fault. All right, you guys, going into this break, you're going to see the Facebook page for the Falls Truck Center. They're having two big events. Saturday after next, and Sean's going to be on here next week, but it's going to
Yeah.
be too late for us to talk about those events. So make sure you go out there. They wanted us to let you know that you're going to, if you take part in this truck event, you're going to be allowed to burn out in the parking lot.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
That's all that needs to be
Now,
said.
this is on Jacksboro Highway. right?
Yes, on Jacksboro Highway, you will see it all here in this bumper as we go to the break, and it all benefits the Veterans Wellness Center. So it's for both events do. So it's going to be a real good cause.
you do it in a Toyota Yaris.
What's that?
You do it in a Toyota Yaris.
I don't think your Toyota Yaris can burn out, Jennica. But
You never
but you
know.
can
Let's
give it a try. All right, thank you so much for being here. We will be right back. Welcome back to the social space. I'm still one of your hosts. I say that every week.
Well, you're a good host.
Yeah, you are.
She's a great
Yeah.
host.
What's y'all's
Yes.
names?
We're just here for you, man. That's all we can say. I'm Jackie.
I'm Andrew.
There you go.
And now, just continuing the trend of my favorite people on the show this week is
Yay.
one Pam, don't call me Hughes, Pack.
You can call me Hughes, but it's also Pack.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, if there's somebody that wanted to be married more than
No.
I know,
To Sam, yeah.
to Sam, yes. Yeah, to make you sound desperate. As with Jennica, Pam and I are really good friends,
Yes.
and I'm just so happy that you and Sam are
Thank
are
you.
together.
Me
she loves
too.
she loves writing husband on Facebook. She's like, my husband's Sam, my husband's Sam. And he's such a great
Yeah.
guy.
Thank you.
So, we're not here to talk about Sam and Pam, though.
Yeah, no more spam.
No more spam.
No more spam.
We're here. You work for the kitchen, Meals on Wheels, all that stuff. Jackie, you
Yes.
want to start us off?
I do. I am so proud of the way Meals on Wheels made sure that program kept going through COVID.
Thank you.
How did you make that happen, and what changes did you have to do?
Well, gosh, Jackie, our CEO, Jackie Ham, was extremely proactive. When she saw the COVID crisis beginning in early March, she started to set out some policies to protect our seniors because the people we're serving are the most vulnerable to this. And then she started preparing shelf-stable meals in case we ended up with a shelter in place, of which we did. So we had those ready to go 2 weeks before they called that. And since then, we have been delivering, up until last week, we've been delivering meals every Monday, a week's worth of meals and food for the pets every Monday, just so we can socially distance from our clients who really needed that as a safety measure. And then we would just call them during the week to make sure that they were okay.
Oh, gosh.
And it seemed to work out very well. In fact, we did a little more than that. We also prepared some extra boxes, and tomorrow we are delivering a box of eggs, milk, butter, cheese, bread, masks, disinfectant. I mean, just about $70 worth of items to every Meals on Wheels client because they can't go to the stores right now. A lot of them are afraid. And most of our clients can't drive. They really can't afford to pay Uber to take them to a store. And what has been different since COVID-19 is some people were actually supplementing them, bringing them food, and now there's been so many layoffs, so many businesses have closed that money has been short for a lot of people. And our clients are often the forgotten ones because they live in isolation.
Yeah. I do want to say this, though. I heard Jackie Ham mention this, and I just think this is so important for the public to know. Many times those clients only see one person for that entire day.
Yes.
And that is that person delivering their hot meal through Meals on Wheels.
Yes.
What a gift that those volunteers bring to the table
Thank
for those
you.
people.
Ben and I went with Pam on a round one time. And
They
it was a lot of fun.
did.
Well, yeah,
it was
like
so sweet.
a couple of weeks ago,
You guys-
yeah, Jackie was like, meet me at, Meals on Wheels.
Meet me.
We
I was
put
like,
him to
okay,
work.
sure, yeah. And just to experience that and see the support of Wichita Falls and the amount of cars that we filled and just the outreach to the community, it's amazing and just such a wonderful program that we have in Wichita Falls. So how do you fund the program and go about that?
We do receive some government funding, but majority of the money that we need is private donations. So unfortunately, just like every nonprofit, we've had issues with donors being able to give contributions because of layoffs and their businesses closing. In a time where we've actually increased our number of clients, each month we've increased by approximately 20. And that's a large number. So March we had 20 within 2 weeks, April more than 20, May more than 20, and it's just because the need is greater now that money is short and there's less people, handing out gifts of food to those people.
I got to jump in. I'm going to tell you that I can't imagine an elderly person going hungry.
Yes.
So I hope that anybody that's listening tonight will reach out to you, Pam, or just call us at the office
Oh, sure.
or text me. I'll be up when this show is running on Saturday night. So gosh, text me. If you've got any money to give, we need to raise that money for Meals on Wheels.
Well, and the average income of our clients is $658 a month. That's what they live on.
Wow.
So when we talk about really in need of the meals, and majority of them say that our meal's the only one they eat every day. They can't afford food and also pay for their prescriptions and doctor visits, and it's just such a struggle for them to survive. So it really is a necessity for them. And when you were talking about the isolation,
Yes.
37% of our clients see no one. They had no neighbors visit, no friends, no family. They've outlived everybody that they knew. And because they're so disabled, they can't leave their home. So really our volunteers were the only people that were visiting them. And I thought about that when we were put in isolation ourselves. I'm a really social person, and to sit there and not see anyone for such a long period of time, it really had an impact on me. And I thought, gosh, this is how they live every day. And it really helped me to gain a greater perspective of their life.
Yep.
So Eric, let's make a challenge. You want
Okay.
to?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
seriously.
Yeah.
So Hoegger will write a check for $100 today.
Oh my
and
gosh.
anyone that's watching, I want you to text me tonight or call the office and say, I match your $100 for Meals on Wheels. Let's see how many donations we can get off of this challenge. And
so
that's,
nice, Jackie.
let's do it.
Jackie,
Come on,
that is
people.
so
You're
sweet.
watching,
Oh my
you're
gosh.
listening. Match our $100. Text us, email me, get me on Facebook, get Pam on Facebook, and say, I'm going to match Hoegger and also donate $100.
Thank you
Let's
so
do it.
much,
Yeah.
Jackie.
Let's do
oh
it.
my gosh, that is so sweet. We really appreciate that.
Well, and speaking of which, I think we're running a little short on the segment here. Boots and Heels for High. Boots
I
and
know.
Heels has been rescheduled.
It
huh?
has been rescheduled.
Do we know when yet?
don't. We rescheduled it for July 9th, and now because of social distancing, we really don't believe the event will be successful. So we need to push it back, and we're hoping for the fall, but we don't have a date yet. But keep us in mind because it's our biggest fundraiser for Meals on Wheels.
You know I'll be there, and we talked about dancing last. Remember, she can vouch. I told you I could dance.
He
Still
can
don't
dance.
believe you. I still don't believe you until you show me.
We got to come to Boots and Heels. All right, we have got to take a break.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being
Thank
here,
you
Pam.
for having me.
What we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break. We're going to see some cute kids, some cute pups, and when we come back, we're going to get Brittany in here, and we're going to have our discussion topics. We will be right back.
Thank you, Pam.
Good afternoon and welcome to Shepherd Speaks. I'm Brigadier General Kenyon Bell, commander of the 82nd Training Wing, and I'm with Chief Master Sergeant Dina Mosley, the Wing Command Chief. Today we get an opportunity to visit with the 365th Training Squadron. I'm looking forward to it, Chief.
Yes, it's going to be a good time. We're going to spend some time with our avionics technicians. Our avionics technicians, they maintain and repair all specialized equipment that is so very important to our aircraft mission. So I am super excited, sir, to get out there and spend some time with our avionics technicians.
I came through tech school here in the schoolhouse in 2007. I worked on the same C-130s that are out there right now. With the modern aircraft that we have now in the Operational Air Force, it's crazy coming back here as an instructor, working on getting on the same aircraft that I was when I was a young airman, because these systems have changed, 100%. They're going now more to glass cockpit style, digital information, digital indication. So yes, it was kind of a shock when I came back here to teach the same stuff relatively that I learned when I was an airman. Bridging the gap from the old aircraft, the ancient aircraft, the systems, and being able to put this virtual reality in the airman's lap, I feel great, especially being part of getting it here and getting implemented into the course. When I go back to the field, getting airmen, to the base, the new airmen, I'm going to ask them, because they went through the same tech school that I did. I'm going to ask them, did you do the VR? When you did the VR, how did you feel? Did it help you? And absolutely, that feedback is going to be key into developing that airman into a maintainer.
When I first came in, I was kind of excited, but also worried because I'm learning something totally new. But being here and going through the course, it's helped out. I was immediately just overwhelmed about everything going on, all the components. I had no prior knowledge about electronics at all. Going from outside to the virtual reality.
Hey, welcome back to the Social Space, segment 3, discussion topics. My favorite segment each week, and Trisha's mom up in heaven's least favorite segment. She's watching down and judging us. Eric CROSSLIN here, Jackie Hoegger, Andrew Brell, and who are you?
Brittany Douglas.
Okay, Brittany, I'm gonna forget your last name again. Brittany, thank you for coming in and joining us again for the third segment. Discussion topic time. All right, here we go. This is a little superhero over here. Guys, we're gonna talk about, the question usually is if you could pick one superpower to have, what would you pick? What we're gonna do is what superpower would you not want to have? Brittany, you just joined us. Why don't you go first?
Okay, so this is easy. I would not want to read minds.
Oh, that's mine too.
I'm so sorry.
Well, let's give a reason.
Okay, I'll give another one.
Go
I'll give
ahead.
another one. I also, to me, I could come up with several, but I wouldn't want to destroy things when you touch it. Those superheroes that are so strong, or I don't know, you couldn't have interaction with anything. That would be depressing. But I think hearing people's thoughts would be depressing also.
Did we all? Was that what everyone was? I had two too. Laser eyes would be terrible because if you accidentally sneezed, you kill someone. But I just feel like, being able to hear what people's. I swear, if I was in a room just walking by, I feel like if I could hear everybody's minds, I would just hear, oh, there's that guy that thinks she's funny. And then, there's that guy on that show. And it would just get deafening. Just everywhere I'd walk, I'd hear,
There's Erica America.
Yeah. So, I'll go with two, too. Reading mind is first, and laser eyes is second.
Reading minds, hands down. I don't want to know what people are thinking, because I only want to think the best in every person. And I want only positivity. So hands down, mine is I don't want to read people's minds either.
Right.
Positivity, people.
Yeah.
Kindness, empathy.
It would destroy relationships
It would.
for sure.
It would.
Yep. I guess mine would be X-ray vision, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess
How
there's
deep
this.
it goes.
do you want to see a bunch of naked people?
No,
while
I'm
you're-
saying that's what I don't. There's just things out there that you may just not want to see.
There you go.
Yep.
I think I was only close deep. I'd be okay with it. But I don't want to. If it goes like organs and muscle and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. Next topic, Hayden. Okay, so most people know the movie Groundhog Day, where Bill Murray lives a day over and over and over again. So one of my favorite movies. So if you had to pick a day to live over and over and over again, it's going to be, what would it be? But I've got a couple of stipulations. I don't want people saying their wedding day. I don't want to say you saying the birth of your children, because that's a cop out. We all know. Except for Jennica, she did natural. She didn't want to live it over again. She said so. You can't say those two days. Jackie.
Okay, so a hot afternoon in the summer on the farm, and I remember my dad loading me up on his flatbed hay trailer, no air conditioning on the front. We stopped at the local gas station, got a Coca-Cola. He let me put peanuts in my Coke, and we went all the way to Seymour, Texas to get a load of hay that day. And it was just my dad and me. And I grew up with 4 brothers and sisters. There were 5 of us. So to get one parent alone didn't happen often. But I don't know why that day is like sizzled in my brain. And it was hot, but it was a great day. I would live that day over
cool.
today.
Do you like certain smells bring back
Oh,
memories
the smell
like
of
that?
hay, but just the fizz of those peanuts
Yeah.
popping it. For us, that was a treat when we stopped at the gas station and got peanuts to put in our Coke. I mean, you had me at peanuts and Coke.
That's a great
But that was
answer,
a great
Jackie.
day, and I just would love to tomorrow wake up and live that day all over again.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
And I guess let's just say not over and over for the rest of eternity. Let's just make this a few times.
Yeah.
Because that would get a little weird.
It would be fun, though.
Okay, I'm gonna sound a little high school hero-ish right now. So 2001 state semifinals. We played in Dallas Cowboys Stadium.
Yeah.
We ended up not winning the game, but it was my last competitive, I guess, sport to play, But just the experience of that with our names on the lockers and all that stuff. It was really fun and really cool, and we had a really good team.
And you're calling chess team a sport. What sport was it, Andrew?
Football.
Football.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we marched in the band in that stadium once. Not quite as cool, but it's just amazing to be down on a
It
something you
is.
see on TV all the
Yeah.
time. Was that was Texas Stadium?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, of course. it
Yeah,
was,
yeah. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's neat. Okay, so this isn't my wedding day, but it was the day before. So we got married in Sonoma County. So I booked all of these like adventures and winery tours and everything before. So the day before, I booked a 10-mile canoe ride for me and my husband. I didn't realize how long that was, okay? So I'm in the front, right? And I'm rowing and I'm like, man, this is getting really difficult. And I turn around and he's asleep, like dead asleep. So then we take a break because I'm like, wake up, wake up. We take a break. We go to this cool bar in the trees. It was so fun. So we get back in, a little bit tipsy. We hit the bend, like half a mile left, and the wind hits us. We're turning in circles. He's like, get it together up there. You're supposed to be navigating us. And I was crying, and it was horrible, but it was so funny looking back at it now. It was just like, it was like
That's cool.
perfect trip. I don't know. It was fun.
I just want to
you know.
point out to Brittany's husband, the day she wants to relive over and over is the day before she married you.
Well, it was with him.
The last day of freedom. I took this a whole different way. I would relive April 25th over and over because it's not too hot, not too cool, just a light jacket. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I used to do stand-up comedy, and the first time I did an open mic, I had all my friends there. There was like 30 people in the audience, and you're supposed to get 5 minutes, and the 2-minute mic, I got the light, which means get off the stage, and so it was devastating. I was like, oh, well, I'm terrible at that. I thought I was going to be good at that, and then I came back a week later with nobody there, none of my friends there, and I rewrote my whole act, and I tried a whole other thing, and I did so good that it's not a big crowd. It wasn't like a massive audience, but like the 25 people were there gave me a standing ovation at the end.
That's awesome.
And it was the highest high I've ever felt in my life. So I'd relive that over and over,
Yeah.
and over again.
That's
So
cool.
That's the only sappy answer you'll ever get out of me. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for doing the show again. We're just going to keep this thing rolling. And thank you to Pam and Jennica back there who stuck around to watch the rest of the show. And I always forget to thank Hayden for being our producer, doing such a good job over there. And our interns stuck around this time. Will and Andrea, thank you guys for hanging out and watching us. So,
Hey, don't forget we're on the road next week.
oh yeah,
Where are we going?
We will hopefully be at the Wichita Falls Brewery. It is our Father's Day special. It's going to
Yes.
be really exciting. We've got a couple of cool dads to talk to,
Yeah.
Yep.
since we don't have one on the show. All right, on behalf of Andrew Bell, Brittany Douglas, Jackie Hoegger, I'm Eric CROSSLIN, and welcome to, or that was, The Social Space.
Yay!